everybody, and welcome back to Suggestion Review, your #1 show for all your favorite suggestions. Before we get into it, be sure to like and subscribe, and let's go. First suggestion. Okay, first up, we're about to get scary here, everybody. Pull up your trousers. I hope you got a nice bit of chalky milk next to you to calm you down, because we got Longy. Cost $440. Description: based on Trevor Henderson creation, Longhorse. And if you look up Longhorse, which I wouldn't recommend, I think this is from the same guy who created Siren Head. That's what I'm getting the impression of. And boy, oh boy, is that terrifying. Just like the suggested piggy skin, which appears to be like just some random piggy head on a bunch of bones. And I don't know, is that seaweed or some hair of some like 60-year-old grandma? Idle animation: cracks a bone. I mean, wouldn't that just be hurting him if he cracks his own bones or something? Does he just fall over? Walk animation: walks with his neck. As you do. So we're gonna have a bone on one side and then a neck on the other, and he like slowly moves himself towards you like the freaking Sydney Harbour Bridge. I mean, I'm no expert on scary things, but that doesn't seem to be the scariest of possibilities there. Maybe even hopping after you would be a bit scarier than like, oh, come here, please, please, please. I don't have enough limbs. But you know, it's the kill animation that really gets me here. It headbutts you to the ground and eats you. So firstly, you're gonna engage in a massive boxing match with it where it'll just smash you, KO with the head, and then it's gonna lean down and start gobbling you up. And yes, all within like a 2-second kill animation. Maybe I can see like it headbutts you and then it follows you down as the camera goes back. That would be pretty terrifying, actually. But yeah, this piggy model might be a bit too wide. It might be a bit too thick, because it needs to lean over and all that, but I love the idea of it. I love the spooky idea based off another creepypasta like Siren Head. It's something original. I really like it. You know, I have to give that 8 out of 10. But wait, before we get on to the next suggestion, I've got one of my own. Today's sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends. The smash hit free-to-play game that you can play on your mobile phone, or if you're using a brick from the 1990s, your desktop. But there's a reason the Raid is everywhere with millions of players competing every day. And one of them, and my personal favorite, I absolutely love these sort of games, is the insane variety of ways you can upgrade and customize your team to destroy your enemies in battle. Let me show you. Okay, so firstly, we need a brave warrior who can fight any dastardly foe. Online daters. And lucky for you, I've saved up a few shards to summon only the best. What's it gonna be? Epic or legendary? Oh, it's a legendary! Honestly, I was not expecting that. So let's take our main man Warlord to the tavern, where we feed him the delicious souls of lowly heroes. Oh, and booze. You can't forget the booze, but mainly souls. Onwards, brave warriors! And Santa's workshop helper? So what's the latest update for Raid like? Well, Raid has been focusing on PvP by tweaking and rebalancing over 20 champions to give you the edge in online battles. And if that's not enough, the Forge is coming soon. So now you can save time, start crafting top quality artifacts, and competing right away. So what are you waiting for? Download Raid Shadow Legends today and keep an eye out for someone called Devown. And if you want, join my clan, the Devown Army. It's looking pretty lonely in here right now. I left a link in the video description. If you're a new player and you click on it, you'll be getting 100,000 silver, 50 gems, 10 mystery shards, and a free champion called Slasher. Not even I was lucky enough to get that when I started. He's freaking powerful. Everything will be waiting for you here in your inbox. Good luck, gamer. Ooh la la! This one's for all you piggy shippers out there. This is High School Foxy, aka Matilda Fox, and as you can see, doggy really do be simping right now. Kill sound.
I love senpai.
Kill animation. What did I expect? Makes a big pom-pom appear and then smashes you with it out of thin air. Go, doggy, you're the man. If you can't do it, no one can. And then slam him with a massive pom-pom that appears out of nowhere. The stun animation will cry and yell in pain if she was rejected. Aww, pretty much me every couple of months. Map: high school or a home with doggy pics all over it. Okay, someone has a slight obsession. And the discussion: Matilda Fox had an unhealthy obsession for doggy. You don't have to tell me that one. This is little sister slash cousin of Foxy. Now infected, she wants doggy and would do anything to get him.
Yes, she would even download a car.
That's really cool artwork though. And I know I don't show these much, but you know, we had to do something for the shippers out there, for the fan artists, and you know, this can represent the squad. Well, it would be a bit derpy for the actual Piggy game. If there was like a spin-off parody, I think that would be really cool. So I have to give that 7 out of 10. Okay, so this is a suggestion for trap buffs and nerfs, which I think are really needed. Literally the only trap that actually does things and gets you places is the black hole trap. Every other trap you can dodge just by jumping over it. Anyone with at least 2 brain cells in Piggy can do this easily. It's like preschool for us. So let's see what he has to say. Default trap, no changes, fair enough. Default trap, small trap, increase the trap amount to 16, but decrease the stun time and change the price to 100. Yeah, I think that's fair, but even then only reduce it by like 1 second to a normal default trap because small traps are so abysmal. My goodness, you can even walk around them outside of the vent. You could place it in the middle of the vent exit and then little Timmy would still be able to worm his little legs around it. Big trap, increase the amount to 6, change price to 175. I'm totally down for that. Yeah, see, like big trap, it's pretty much no different from the default trap, except it's a slower stun, and then it can occasionally, very rarely, get the semi-competent player. But once you get pros, like nothing can work. Nothing's gonna work on them. Slow trap, decrease the amount to 8. I don't think we need a change on the slow trap. Slow trap's pretty trash anyway. Alarm trap, increase the amount to 8, give it the same stun time as the default trap, add an alarm that plays when someone activates it. Actually, yeah, you know, a sound indicator would be really good along with the visual indicator because you could be in the middle of a wild goose chase and then like it goes off on the other side of the map and it's right behind you and you have no idea because you can't see it. You're not looking that way. However, that would just put the alarm trap on par with the default trap. It needs to have some sort of nerf to it, or maybe buff the default trap to be better. I'd be down for that as well. Egg trap, increase the amount to 6. I swear that's still a meme. I'm surprised that's not gone. That should have been like a limited edition trap. I don't know. If I was running the game, that's what I'd do. Whoa, whoa, whoa. But when someone activates it, a random event will happen. Either ammo or a usable item on the good AI will spawn. Oh, or a random soldier that spawns or a random jump scare will stun. That's so cool. Yeah, have the possibility for good things or bad things as just a random roll. I'd actually really like that as a trap idea. That's really cool. That could be a trap in its own. Black hole trap, increase the amount to 6, increase pulling strength. I don't think the black hole trap needs any buffs. Like seriously, that is powerful as it is. And then the teleporter trap, definitely decrease teleporting time and maybe even add more teleport locations because the teleporter trap's also pretty useless right now. But you know, I really like these suggestions and I'm glad someone can recognize that the traps could use a massive buff, so I'm totally down for that. Very epic suggestion. I gotta give that 9 out of 10.
Gorge packs!
Dude, withered Robbie! How did no one think of that? He looks so cool! It's just like FNAF, which by the way, the trailer looks so cool. Idle animation. Stands there and twitches randomly like crazy, and his chainsaw will randomly turn on. That is actually kind of scary. Stunned animation. Twitching like crazy while looking down. You know, I'm actually kind of curious to hear what the soundtrack is. Oh. Oh. Mom? Mom? Withered Robbie? Very spooky soundtrack. And finally, the jump scare animation. Impales you with the chainsaw while he screams and then finishes you off by taking off his chainsaw out of your body and you fall and bleed out. Now, the whole first bit happens within 5 seconds. Chainsaw pulls it out, but then it takes like an extra 20 seconds of you sitting there bleeding out for you to finally disappear and go straight to heaven. I assume you're going to heaven. Unless you vent camp, then you're going straight down to heck. Oh baby, the vent trap. This trap would be most effective near the mall vent and house vent, but works near any vent shaft. And look at that, they got full on like Leonardo da Vinci blueprints for it. I wouldn't be surprised if this guy had the entire source code for one as well, just to give to Minitoon. The vent trap is a trap that has wheels and will move just as fast as Piggy. It can only be placed near vents, and once placed, it will move in a circular motion like the vent in Mall, or a straight line like the vent in Chapter 1. This trap will last for 8.9 seconds. Again, what is with the really specific trap times? Or costs or numbers. And once a player has been caught, it will kill them, stun them, or teleport them out of the vent. Maybe even kill them. What? It will kill them, stun them, teleport them out of the vent, but maybe even kill them? You know, I saw a similar suggestion a long time ago, and it was basically like it drags you out of the vent and stuns you, which I think would be the best for that. Because if it just stuns you in the vent, I mean, you're in the vent, so what's Piggy gonna do? And then on the other hand, if it kills you, then that might be a bit unfair because it's OP. And then if it teleports you out of it, then Piggy won't have time to react to you by the time you've scrambled off to find some other vent. And again, costs 301 Piggy tokens. But you know, this is a really cool suggestion. I always like these sort of vent traps. The only annoying thing is that these would only be handy for 2 maps, so you need to give Piggy like the option to choose traps after the map is chosen if you want this to be viable, but I'm sure Minitoon could do something like that. Oh god. What is this? Balloon Bonnie? Inflatable Bonnie? Since Freddy Fazbear is so overrated, I did a Bonnie skin.
Sunglasses emoji.
Name, Bonnie. I mean, judging by his appearance, I'd probably call him Bloony. His head looks like those exercise balls that all the gym participants use to like strengthen their core and all that. They'll just roll on top of Bonnie while he's doing his guitar jams. Jump scare. He says,
"You were always destined to fail."
And hits you with his guitar. Dude, was that necessary? The little whisper there? What if I'm having a bad day? What if I'm feeling bad and then he just comes up into my ear and whispers so delicately, "You were always destined to fail," and then smashes a guitar over my head. Walking animation. He walks calmly,
but menacingly,
while strumming his guitar. How do you walk calmly but menacingly? I mean, I guess you could, but I mean, those two are pretty close to antonyms. Idle animation. He leans on the guitar, not bad. And stunned animation. He holds a guitar above his head and falls asleep. As you do.
Not a blue coconut. No, he's not a blue coconut. He's a blue football.
But all in all, I really like this skin idea. I don't know why you replace the original head. I mean, surely there was an original head. I don't know if this is a work in progress or something. Or maybe that's just how you imagine Bonnie's head to be in FNAF. And I won't judge you for that. To me, it just doesn't look totally like Bonnie. 7 out of 10, George Pigs. Well, everybody, thank you so much for watching today. Let me know what your favorite suggestion was down below. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Goodbye.